Hi, everybody. This is Jeffrey. This is Ripecolor. I'm fixing the sound. You'd think I would do it before. This is the reading for the collective for the month of March 2023. It's like, okay, start on the March video. So here we are. Change. It's a big month. No surprise there. No surprise there. Spring is coming, equinox. I think we're going to have to get used to constant change. I think that's really what it is. So hold on to your hat. Let's see what the cards have to say. Let's see what the cards have to say. Be flexible. Right. One, two, three. All right. We start with the lovers, and then the Page of Wands, and then the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is great. The lovers is really a good card too. The lovers is really about choices. I think the choices, so the lovers, it's a beautiful card. There's a lot going on here. So, sometimes it's about love. It could be about love. Um, it's the divine feminine, the divine masculine. There, I think it's a decision as to whether to, you know what I think? Because they're sort of separate here, right? They're sort of separate. And I think it's really about a union. I feel like the energy is really about a union of intuition and mind, of divine masculine, divine feminine, like working in unison in yourself with your heart and your mind, right? In a new way, in a new way, in a new creative way. So maybe, you're deeply intuitive and you don't really, pay attention to what you think too much. Maybe it's time to do more of that. Or maybe you're very, and it has to make sense and you have to invite more, or I would suggest you invite in more intuition. I feel like there's more, it feels like they're going to come closer together. I feel like it needs to happen for all of us. Okay. But it's new. It's new. It's new, but it's also, there's an enthusiasm to it. There's like a new creativity, a new passion, new holding on to it. And then I have the Ace of Cups, which is a beginning. And it's really about letting the divine love in. It's really about letting the divine love in. It's about listening in a different way, because cups, symbolize emotion, but they also symbolize intuition. It's a gift. And, it's a cup, so it holds space, it holds the hearing, it holds, right? It has that energy of holding, or gathering, or not gathering, but utilizing your emotion. All right. And then, yeah. So interestingly, all the knights are about action, and the Knight of Pentacles is sitting still. And his energy is really about doing something stable, doing something practical on the earth plane. Sometimes I used to liken him, and I will today, as to like he owns a laundromat. It's like, it's a little weird. It's like, yeah, he's not going to make a fortune, but it's steady money and it's coming in and he maintains it and it's cool. There's something really practical, down to earth. He doesn't have to do all that much. Once he sets it up, it's like the machines are working, the lights are on. You know, maybe he doesn't make a lot of money, but there's a practical, steady, there's a steadiness to him. there's like, I'm going to stay here. He also is an action of building something, like building a foundation that's stable financially in terms of security, or it could even be, excuse me, setting a schedule for yourself, or doing like an exercise on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I go to a certain class on Tuesday and Thursday. It's like that. There's something very stable. It's not the most exciting card, but it's very stable, very practical, and he's in the light in it. He's in the light in it. How you spend your time, because if the world is all up in the air, right? So I know for me, I meditate every day. I wake up, I have my coffee, and I meditate. It stabilizes me. It stabilizes me. So, like during the day, if I get a little crazy, which I usually do, I can always go back to that and say, calm down, honey. Yeah, interesting. So, I think it's about really releasing the burden here. Today, it's really about releasing this burden you've been carrying. Maybe there's something that you put a lot of effort into, and you're going to put less effort into it, or yeah, I think you're going to realize like mm, the burden you carry, or you've been carrying, or you think you have to carry. And it's like, maybe I can let go a little bit. Maybe I can figure something out. Maybe I can do it in a new way. Yeah, another page, change, it's all new. So pages are all about new, it's like these new ideas, new inklings, new ways of looking at things, like with fresh eyes. And that's in terms of the things that you love. It's also in terms of relationships. It's also in terms of your passion. And I feel like there's this new, uh, it's almost looking at it through child's eyes, looking at it with a fresh perspective, with an open mind. And, it's like, okay, I'm going to look at my life, and I'm going to look at the way I utilize my intuition. I'm going to look at the way I utilize the actions that I take, and I'm going to make them stable. I'm going to let go of certain burdens. It's a really interesting change. I mean, it's really about change. So, I feel like overall, it's like there's a certain open mindedness to, look at things with fresh new eyes, and, realign the way you think, the way you do things. So that's the beginning of the reading. Please join me for the extended reading. And if not, have a very lovely March. Blessings. See you soon. Now, if I can only find the button.